Hello, this is Gemini Anonymous. It's been more than a minute, and it's a temporary minute because I'm waiting to buy two more items for my PC build. I just got my GPU, which that was a struggle. But before we get into that, I hope everyone's doing well. How is everyone? I hope you can hear me because I literally had to do a quick test. A parent tried to help me out last week. She bored me as a teacher, lead teacher, some stuff. But I was talking about, because she works for Amazon, and I was talking about how I'm waiting to get stuff to build my PC, and she realized she had a laptop that she barely used. Fortunately, it's not the fact that it's a MacBook Air, but the fact that it's 2015 and the gigabytes that she got on it's not great, so it can only do but so much. So I'm hoping that I can just use it to just edit this if I need be. If I can't, it's just gonna be what it is. I have not recorded anything at all since December 20th, 2024. I left the post, which y'all can go back to like the community posts, and I was able to get rid of a bunch of memory problems. The problem was afterwards, I literally deleted things that a professional would not be able to fix unless they literally took out my SSD and put it somewhere else or plug in something to take control of my laptop, because I do not have complete access as administrator. Like whatever I did, it locked me out of some things to the point that I can't do a factory reset whatsoever. Like it's that effed up. I can only use the internet. Look at stream. Look at Steam games and stuff, but I can't play it, and I don't want to because just in case if I use what little bit memory I got, so I'm gonna have to make this video not as long. It might crash. Like if the screen blank out, I apologize. It's the RAM. Like I don't know how much memory I got left. It's bad. I went from having 200, no 300 and something, because I had 200 something free of gigabytes that I was able to do, and then all of a sudden it got really bad. Like it started to come back. Well, basically everything is deleted, so I don't know how much memory I got left. Last time I checked, it was kind of bad. So I'm gonna try my best. If it is right now, it's at I didn't want to use a whole bunch of high settings because I'm just afraid that something wrong is gonna happen. I tried to do it on the MacBook Air, but I had a feeling it was gonna be like my Acer one. Now, while I have not used that much of my memory on my Acer, like barely, the problem isn't the 512 gigabytes. It's the RAM. Like if it was 1216, yeah, but because it's 8, that's the problem. It stutters. So the most I could probably do is just a quick edit. I actually got pretty far after, because this is my third time playing this, so this is me after I just saved, because I came here. My last save was me coming here to do the plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali, who I also believe after watching the holographic thing they showed, it's Greater Lord, whatever you say. She just turned small. That's what it said. She literally turned small. So I basically made like over an hour, and you couldn't see that it was messing up that bad. Like it was a little bit stuttering here, but like my voice was like a robot. So it was pretty bad. Like it was really bad. Okay, still in the same channels, good. So I didn't really get anywhere far because after I noticed that, I decided to stop it and then try this and see what happens. So hopefully this works out. If not, y'all will never see this until hopefully by the end of June. So right now I am here. The guards have all left. I got the Lesser Lord out. We got that dude that I can't stand, that old man, Gray and Sage is gone. So we're about to go here and do some dumb stuff because I had a feeling there was too much talking and no fighting. So I had a feeling it was because we're going to have to use all that energy for this dude that I just knew it was going to be a problem. And it's more like the thing that he's using is the problem, which I'm just not looking forward to. So,
Onwards. We have work to do.
She always interrupts me. Quick recap. I literally just got a few new characters, but because they're not that strong and I still gotta get stuff, I can't. I'm not gonna use them. Like, I got her. I got him. And I got her the last week. And then 2 weeks ago, when I last played, it's like a couple months to use my last one. I got her. And I got her. Which is weird because I already had her because she was given as for free. So I'm confused by like why is she over here? But you know what? I got her before I got him. So, and her. But it is what it is. I don't understand what that tactical, but after the above character join your party, Max. Oh, I did do that. I want Sino. Ooh, so I had to feel like, isn't Nahida somebody you can get? So that's why she's okay. I was sitting there like, why is she? I upgraded some people. I upgraded some weapons. I gave them new stuff because look, I would get characters before I could get a weapon. So I literally just look at her weapons. Never mind. That's a shame. But I literally. That's right. I left that just in case. That's why I didn't give it to nobody. I'm gonna just enhance this. But how was everyone once again? I have been itching. It's been like a emotional roller coaster of me wanting to record in our stream, well, and stream too, but I literally could not do that. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Reasons that make sense. This sword is really good too. Like, I didn't realize these are two separate colors. I literally, as I was recording my last one, I realized these are the same sword, two different colors. Like, why is that? Why is this one purple? Like, is that the upgrade? Because this is the one I got last week. And then I got that. Hold up, what? No? Did they change the color in this one, kind of? Because this is the sword I originally had. I'm just curious. I'm trying to get, I had a whole bunch of money in now, look, because I got to keep upgrading stuff. Oops. That sword is just for now. And because I keep getting more characters than anything, I'm trying really hard to not... Oh, okay. To not have to buy, or not buy, get other characters, because like I was having more characters than I was having weapons. Like it was becoming a problem. Like good weapons for them. Okay, these are this too? I literally just enhanced this stuff. Like, it shouldn't cost you money to enhance, especially since I got this stuff on my own. That's how you gonna get. Like not, and it costs you a boatload of money. The fact that I'm paying a boatload of money for the stuff that I got on my own is insane. I think that's why I kind of slowed down. Like I look, I'm not ascending him because I'm going between him and girl with the ice girl with the bow. So I'm trying to pick between who I want to upgrade. I had a bunch of these and now I don't. I went from having none to getting some to now I don't. Ooh. Sorry, I'm not saying anything. I'm just trying to. Okay.
You know, although...
I ain't doing all that. Alright. Like, there are some people I want to try, but because I know, like, I have to go through the artifacts, I just got them all new artifacts. And there's other ones that are like the other ones that are really good, but I don't have enough of them. Because now, yeah, like, I'm trying. I had to do a whole new online, I think all of them. I had to reset and do different artifacts. Since they had a whole new thing for the fast equip. Custom one, so yeah. Not even gonna tell me who I need, huh? What kind of people do I need? He's electric, that's the problem. I just like using her. And I see you put more teams and stuff. I was like, oh, they upgrade a whole lot. Like, I'm trying to at least get them 60. Like, I could use her and her sword is good and all, but like, I literally just upgraded the crap out of Klee. She's 50. She's 40. She's 52. But her thing is not. Let me back up right quick. Let me back up. So I literally just gave her a new book. Cause she did have not it was this that's the same book, right? Yeah. Wait, is this one? That's his. I just upgraded a whole lot. Like, he was the only one where I can go to 70. Like, that was last week. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. It was this one. And I was like, well, let me just change it out. I wish. I don't think I ever used this. The mail thing is new to me. Like that part that pops up like that. Oh. I'm trying to find. Oh.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
What are these foods? Healing. God damn. Yo. They know. They told me straight. I got chills seeing that. God damn. They know. They know. They said here. This is about to be the worst thing you ever encountered since Shogun. Why would I destroy that? I got a bunch of food. I thought it was like 3, 4. Oh, 4.
I do hope that...
I don't know. This is a good idea. Like, she's good, her weapon's good, but because he's electric, her sword is hard. Game on.
Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
We know. I want to talk to you guys. It's been 21. Okay. 20 minutes. Let me do some. Let me do some stuff. God. What's this? Attack. I literally just got this. Wow. Okay. Let me do it. Like, I really need her attack to be up. Like, I had a lot more of these, but because they keep giving me characters, like some of these I have to save. I'm not gonna be. Like, it's bad because I got some good stuff, but because they keep. Oh, okay. I couldn't. I need to see. Okay, so since I have not been recording, I've basically been at the same job. I wrote a date down to when I want to leave. And you know the bad part is when you feel like, should I? Should I not? If I leave, is there going to be anything else for me? Like, you start to doubt yourself and put doubt in your head and make you feel like you just trap yourself in your own brain. And that's the problem that I'm having. Makes me feel like, oh, maybe I can't go anywhere, stuff like that. That's not. Okay, I didn't know what that was for. see anything happen that would make me feel that way. Well, I did get sick again. So after the pneumonia, less than a year. So in February, I was sick for 4 days. Temperatures were like 104, 105, 102. Like it was 100 and 101 for like 2 days. Don't know where that came from. Came back. The amount of people that were like leaving and were not there due to management, like even until yesterday, so she's leaving. She said she'll miss like teachers, kids, but not management. But she realized that she would need to go back home, reset herself, and then come back because she did it in a way that it just wasn't working out for her. And we lost 2 teachers in the same room. One girl, she was trying to get out, but I worked with her mom before, but something happened to her grandparents and she went to go take care of them for a couple of months, and then she'll be back. But like, she's college age. Do you really want to be sitting there doing what daycare for the rest of your life? Unless you're trying to open up your own place and you really care about kids, you're not going to sit there and become Cruella de Vil. Like, you started to be good and then you turned out evil. Like, let's not do that. Especially at a place like this, it's not worth it. One girl, she left a little bit earlier because, she literally was going back and forth to her grandpa and grandma's house. He had to get surgery. And she was supposed to leave in May. She ended up leaving in, like, I think, March. Because what happened to him. And she was going to open up her own thing anyway. But once again, management. Another girl, I was just told last week, she was supposed to... No, when I left, she was having a problem with the same children, which they shouldn't have never been in the same room because they were problems when they were all in the same rooms before when they were younger. She called management 4 times, and the thing with management is, this is any daycare, they'll look at the cameras and don't help you. It's just like a good majority of them. And it's usually the kids that are really problematic, the kind that like leave bruises on kids and parents are trying to figure out when they're getting kicked out. Like teeth marks, like bodily damage. Like you look like you go and get in a fight every day, but it's a kid beating the crap out of you. Not only the parents' children, but you as a teacher. And she was already having problems with this child, which went in there, yeah. She was asking for help. They said she called 4 times. When she finally got through, whoever answered the phone said that they was going to bring somebody to help. Teacher said that they never did. And whatever happened in that room, she ended up leaving. Like, I went in that room. I don't got the patience anymore for the things that I see. Like, I've done it. I've done every age group. And it's just getting worse and worse. And I don't have the capacity to care as much. Because who's driving any amount of hours, minutes to get to a place where you're never in your room and you get beat up on? Then you have to look. Do you know how many people I was told within a couple of months literally had to use their cell phone? Like the girl, was it last month or beginning of May? She literally just let it out, and she made a point. Why is by the same time 3 of your management is gone having lunch at the same time? I understand one. She has to go make sure her dogs use the bathroom at around the same time, and she goes pick up her daughter. And her daughter lives in they all live in a different city. She has to pick up her child from school. So I get her. The other 2, do you have to go to lunch at the same time? You don't. Like, if nap starts around 12 o'clock, one of y'all take a lunch break at 12:30, another one around 12:45, the other 1 o'clock. It gives you room just in case something were to pop off. That way, you're all here at least by 2:30. Even if somebody goes on break at like 1:30 to 2:30. The last person. That way by 2:30, in between 12 to 12:45, because that's when the kids want to act like they lost all types of common sense, and it's the violent ones, the ones that need to go get seen by Dr. Phil. Because parents are just giving birth to a bunch of spectrum kids. It is what it is. You can't just, I'm not going to say here sugarcoat it, I'm not going to hide it. It is like, the fact that I was in a room and I had about 4 to 5, I pointed out 3. Or, no, I pointed out 2. I wasn't sure about 1, and the lady that had been there before me, she said I had 5 of them. So I've got 18 2-year-olds, because I was supposed to be in a preschool room. You put 2-year-olds with 3-year-olds in a classroom, and 5 of them were on the spectrum. And I mean like heavy. Like, this will be the last daycare job. Like, I don't even want to do teaching. I didn't want to, but if I ever wanted to substitute, I definitely don't want to. Like, the teachers are not even staying. I have no capacity to deal with that. And not only that, not only are you in your room and it's hard for me to contain the kids in my own room. I'm not sure. I think I spoke about it earlier in the episodes. There's another little girl this time. Because during this time before my laptop, I destroyed it. And between now, there has been issues where they keep putting the horrible kids in our room. Like it's going to do something. Me and the lead teacher saying that even when like she tries to do stuff and it's nice, and in my head I'm like, it's not gonna work. Do you not observe these kids? And it's probably because I've always had the heart of horrible kids, that it's almost every outcome. They get used to it. It's like after you get bit by snakes, you get the poison don't hurt as much. Your body starts getting a resistance. These are these kids. It becomes I'm scared, I don't want to go to I ain't gotta be in my room for that long until it's lunch or nap time. It shouldn't be a reward. It shouldn't be like if you do good, you can go here watch so they can be good for 1 or 2 hours and then they go back to their old ways, because that's what's been happening. Got this little girl, we're just gonna call her E, and she's basically was horrible in the dinos. Okay, horrible to the point that the kids didn't even want to play with her. And I knew her when she was in a different classroom. And she was just disrespectful and rude to her parents, especially her dad. She got kicked out. And I guess their last option was like, let's put her back in a pre-K room. Why would you put her back in a class she don't need to be in? She just need to be out. Like the other girl that you had in my classroom. And it took y'all until April to do something. Then you brought her back. And then she got, not only did her mom had to put her in a different program, she got kicked out of her school program, which made her get kicked out of her own school, and now she's on a list of schools she can't go to. But hey, y'all try to give her Amazon and everything else in the world, and look how that turned. Not only that, there was a boy across the street, which was a different classroom across the hall, so bad that the kids already knew, because they were just to come in either the frogs or my room. They split up, and he finally got let go, because the last thing I heard, I seen his mom pick him up, but I thought he was coming back. But the Spanish teacher who's still Spanish teacher at this time, she was pregnant and she was afraid that he was going to do something, and she tried to protect her baby. So, like, you see what I'm talking about? From a 4 and 5-year-olds. Okay, this is how violent they are at this age. The kid that turned 3, or no, he's 4 now. This was this year, a couple months ago. She left beginning of May, I believe. No, end of June. Not end of June, end of April. She ended up leaving. One, they put her in a room with the person, I guess, it ain't work out. So she asked to be in a different room, but working out. They put They keep putting bad kids with other bad kids that just shouldn't be with each other. They need to be separated, and even then, it still don't work out. She got hit in the mouth with a hard book by a kid. After she told the kid not to do it, he turned around and still did it, and it was too late for her to dodge the book. Like, she was bleeding in the inside of her mouth. Apparently, he did this to another teacher, and she was able to get out the way. This girl said she saw red. She said that she had to hurry up and call somebody and get out because she didn't know what she was going to do to that child. Like, it was that bad. And she said, like, every day in that room, like, he leaves bite marks on kids to the point it's on their, he bruises kids to the point it's on their backs and their arms. He literally woke up, attacked the girl, and then went back to sleep. Kid you not, that was just around the same time she decided she was about to leave. She got another job. He's gone now. Like, took them how long to get rid of him? I can't even say that. Mom just pulled him out. Got another little boy that you can tell that something's really wrong with him. It's not just behavioral, which that's also an issue. Something else is wrong with him, and behavioral and being on the spectrum pretty freaking high, as I could tell. It's not a good combination. This boy is very violent. Thinks everything's a joke until it's not a joke. Little girl in my room. Once again, mind you, these are the kids that they put in our room, and it don't do anything. Lasts for a couple of days and a couple of weeks, and then it just goes to hell. I don't have nothing nice to say to her. Like, I just don't like her, and it is okay to not like somebody's kids. We're humans, and they're humans too, and it's okay to say, I just don't like you. I don't like you, and I don't want to put up with your shit. It really is. And the problem is because you let her get away with murder to the point that now this is recently, like last week, guys, literally kicking her. She was already becoming a problem before the teacher went on vacation, and she was just tired of her to the point that she's contemplating on if she gonna quit or not. It got worse when she got on vacation. Like, and it's still progressively worse. Like, she came back last week Thursday, and it's still worse. Like, she's annoying. She knows exactly what she's doing, and it's not like you can tell her to stop, don't do that, or threaten her, whatever you want to do, give her ultimatum. She knows exactly what she's doing, so she does it anyway. She just don't give a fuck. Let's just be real. She knows when to do it, how to do it, how long to do it. She just don't care. Like, she'll keep doing it until it's time for her to go home. And even when it's time for her to go home, she just does dumb shit on. You know how when kids, they like to what's that thing that parents used to say when I was younger? To show off. I can't stand people that tend to show off when somebody that they know, and then they just do shit that they don't normally do, and everybody looking at them, even the person that you know or your parent. Like, don't do that now because I walked in the door. Most of these kids do that. It's so annoying. Got a 5-year-old whose dad walks in and says "Tata," and then you got this girl. She's already violent and does stupid shit regardless. Okay, let me go above and make weird sounds. You do that at lunch, get in kids' faces, and mind you, the kids that are in my room now, if they wasn't some kind of changed in a way, they probably would have punched you. The old version of them would have punched you a long time ago. She just don't know that. Somebody needs to punch her. Like, don't just punch her. Just punch her in her fucking chest. She needs to get open aired chest. Like, at this point, like, and then go to therapy. Like, it's not even it's like on Monday, and you leave early at like 1:00 too. You need every other day for therapy, at play therapy, at that. No, she needs real therapy, like an adult type of therapy, every other day, because the stuff that is coming out of her mouth is the stuff you would hear from a teenager, an adult. You know me, like, I gotta go and tell parents. She's saying, "Oh, I wish I was not." She recently said this. I'm writing this down. Unalive, didn't exist. Like, after she gets in kids' face, do weird things, and then say stuff like that, and then go back to like nothing ever happened. So it's a mixture of she hits herself on purpose, and she knows how hard to do it enough that she doesn't hurt herself, because she just tried this on Thursday. Like, girl, stop. I don't think you understand the range of children I had to go through. I had an 18-month fall on purpose for attention. I thought I was tripping until somebody told me the same thing because they had that child in the young toddlers. I said, so it's not just me, but what do a toddler know to do that? Now, I know manipulative, like crying but the fact that you would fall on purpose to make it look like somebody hurt you just so you can get attention, like at 18 months, this is 2019, guys. Like, what? What? Like, I had a girl. She was an art teacher. Like, so we no longer have art. We no longer have gym. I don't even know how the amount of months. I think January was the last time we had gym. The art teacher didn't even want to be the art teacher no more because they had her everywhere else. So the girl that decided she wanted to leave early instead of May, she took over her room, which she was a lead teacher to begin with in a different classroom, but she did not want the kids that were upcoming that were going to be in her class, which are the kids now, which makes sense because like majority of these kids all need to get checked out and put in a category of what's wrong with them to figure out what to do with them because it's so unequipped with people in there of what to do. The new art teacher who barely was there, she just made her 3 months. She was in my room on the last day of school, which was 2 weeks ago, and said hypothetically if I was to leave and get a new job. And I was like, do what you gotta do. I literally had people who were promised to be in a room when I was lead who was told that they're going to be in their room that they wanted. They get a room they never asked for and they get pulled out just to be in my room, and I'm so used to being by myself just for them to get effed over. I literally had a girl say, if I go on trip and never come back, how would you feel? Do what you got to do because I'm not going to be here. I see it. I see it all. What I'm going to tell you, stay when you're visibly unhappy. Like, I see it. They literally had a lady, and you could tell she was dressed like the female Freddie Jones, okay? The way she dressed, I guess she thought she was she was a public school teacher. And even then, I feel like you need to come in like Pumas, Adidas, Nikes, some Air Maxes, some Jordans. Like, you can't come in like some slides or whatever because you never know if you have to fight for your life. F up somebody's child. I don't know. The way things going, you got to fold somebody. She only was here for 2 days. And I already could tell, like, ooh, her personality, I don't know how that's going to work out. I only met her, like, one time, and judge, and shouldn't judge, but I've been in so many different types of jobs and done this one particularly longer that I could just look at people and be like, yeah, I don't think so. 2 days after what she saw. Like, it's draining and annoying. Like, I can't count. I feel like this one lost more or about the same as the one where before I had to just take a leave and just didn't work for over a year. Like, it's a draining. I literally on Monday had to get up at 3 in the morning, 3:15, just to have to wake up again at 5:15 or 5:20 for like the whole week except Friday. It's draining. Like, I'm feeling pain again in my right arm. Like the fingers that's getting stuck. I haven't had that problem. Then it came back coming to this job a few months later, and it's like, oh my God, are you serious? So not only am I not getting sleep once, and it was already hard getting sleep, and I could manage to make like almost 6 hours of sleep. I can't even do that, and sleeping in the car ain't it because it's uncomfortable. Then to come here and deal with that, yo. I just wanted to record or stream, and I couldn't since December 20th, 2024. I could only use the internet, look at what games they got on Steam, and kind of use to see through OBS because it was starting to mess up. Like, a lot of an emotional roller coaster of feelings when I tell you. Okay, at this point I don't even care what it is. a lot of back. It was like I was going back into self doubt again. I was like, oh, that's great. Gotta go through this stupid shit again. Feeling like you like, cause you start to wonder, like like again. I literally just fixed my memory, and I'm like, oh, I can stream and record again, and then this happened, and then it's hard for you to be like, oh, woe is me. You try not to do the victim mentality, but it's like, wow, another tribulation, another trial. Like, you really can't help but to feel that way. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Because it makes you feel like, well, am I not supposed to do this? Am I not supposed to find a hobby? Am I not, what, like, do I have to stay at this fucking daycare the rest of my, I kid you not, when I had like this little boy, he left because his teachers are, his parents are teachers at a different, like a private school. And the teacher that worked there, now she's the longest teacher that's been in that building, and literally said, dang, she been here 8 years. She had all of his kids, okay, and it was like a joke, half not joke. He said, you blink and it might just be you. I was already not feeling that. Like, I can't, when I sit there and I thought about that before he said that, I did not like it. It was like dread. It was like, yo, that's depressing. Let me go turn this off real quick. Be one moment. Okay, I'm back. I realized I have water too, so might as well get water as well, since, I turn off the AC at a certain time because the house is like 87 to 90 degrees. I promise you, I am not lying. I gotta buy the AC that you don't put in the window, the ones you put like ice cubes and water in, because Saudi Arabia over there believes that your house should, you know how uncomfortable that is in the state of Texas, and it's not even as hot as it can get yet. It's still hot, it's uncomfortable, but it's not as hot as like this spring has been weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's been a lot more. I appreciate the wind, because that's hard to get by in June, even in like parts of May. It's hard to get. So if you're the fan, ain't nothing I can do about that. I'm not recording miserable. I was starting to get complacent, and I don't like that feeling, because complacency goes with laziness and procrastination. And I know me. Like right now, after I'm done recording, I'm going to have to take my procrastinating ass and fold up all these clothes, even though I'm going to do it regardless. But I got to get groceries and stuff like that. So before I go to bed, or I'm just going to order. I got gift cards that I've saved for groceries. So that works too. It's just, you do the same loop every single day. Okay, there's this guy, and I was already saying this, and I'm not sure if I put this in any other episode because I got a list of episodes I wanted to do, and then that happened. Like I was really going to come home, record and stream, and then everything went to hell. The earthbound version of hell. Which technically, if you want to go by Bible standards, we are closer in that sense. But I fixed that. I did not want to become complacent. Like I was really starting to give up. Like really. And I was already saying this, I'm tired of looking out the window, seeing the same damn things, going to the same damn place, seeing the same damn people, saying the same damn things over and over and over and over. Like it's non-stop since 2019. 2022 was the only time I had peace up until in 2023. Okay, my problem was this. So if you know I don't have a job, not only did I fall off a ladder, I got into a car accident, which you were into. So my right side ain't it. So I couldn't do what I wanted. I couldn't do no stand-up job, sit-down job. I could barely even lay down in my bed. Okay, it took a while for that. From that, I take shower or bath, nothing. It was hard. I had to force myself to walk and all that stuff because I'm like, what I'm gonna do. So if you have school holidays and all of a sudden you get your bill and your bill was not high, isn't the person that get off all those school holidays? Because I don't. I get out 4 days for Thanksgiving. I only get a week for Christmas. And I still treat it as though I'm at work. Each room has a small heater. We're using that, but you want to be in the house, and when I tell you it's early in the morning, like 9-10 o'clock. Why do you have the living room, the kitchen, your bedroom, the other room where your daughter used to be in? No, that's your like extra closet makeup room with a TV. And then you got 2 TVs on the living room in your room. Why is all of that on? So when you get your bill in January, because remember, the bill is only up from a certain amount of weeks. So when you get your bill in January, or you get your February, your for whatever you did in January and your February bill, and you're looking like, man, why is it so high? I am only there for a week. You get 2 weeks off. 2 full weeks off. You have everything on. And my problem is I don't say shit. I just sit there and I just watch because I already know, and that's the bad part. I know how the conversations can go. Each conversation, what I can say, what they can say, and it just don't matter. Being the youngest ain't really the greatest. My version of the youngest is I got all my older sisters are more than a decade older than me, meaning I can't go start my feet, shut the door. She literally wanted to get in a fight, and this was last year, and the person said this that very clearly. She is so stubborn in her thoughts and her ways that by the time she see that it was wrong, it's too late. Instead of being flexible about, I literally have trouble seeing. Like, it's been getting bad. Like, at night, it ain't happening. I'm not driving at night. Ain't that serious? I can't drive at night in my own neighborhood, in the city I live in. It's just, I can't. It hurts. I literally drove past my house. My sister's like, where are you going? I'm like, what are we talking about? I'm going home. I thought I was almost there. She said, no, you passed it. I was like, that's when I kept telling her. So when we got in that argument and I told you it's so dark, and when a car is up on you and their lights is behind the car, you can barely see. You can't, I couldn't even barely. It was pitch black dark. It's winter time. I was looking to make sure that there was no cars. So the car was behind me and I said, oh, there's the car. But I couldn't see if the car was behind me or was it coming up from the bridge and going down a ramp, because I'm coming up into the highway. So I was like, either the car is behind me or the car is on the side of me. It turned out the car is on the side of me. And unfortunately, where I live, these people are so ignorant and rude that, guys, took my test twice. Okay, the rules are kind of the same like it is in Jersey. When you're going up on a highway, you're technically supposed to yield to the oncoming traffic because they were already going. You're going into that traffic. So your common sense, unfortunately for you rude ass people in Tejas, you need to slow down your car or yield. Feel like I am the only person that does this. You are not supposed to match speeds with that car, because unfortunately these people drive like it's Squid fucking games and they just don't care. So I'm just really mind blown by that. They don't believe in blinkers. They don't. Texas just implemented a bunch of dumbass rules which you can still get a ticket for. You can get a ticket, but you don't have to get inspections or nothing, but you can still get a ticket. Do you understand that? You can still get a ticket for if anything's wrong with your car and a cop happen to notice, police, whatever you want to call them, and they see that, and they'll give you a ticket. Like, so that rule that you say, oh, you can die by yourself. You can get a ticket by yourself. I refused. I don't think you understand. I wake up, get dressed, get ready, eat my muffin, and when I get in that car, make sure I say, hopefully I am safe going. I want to be safe as I'm going to work, and I refuse to get a ticket. I say that every day I get in the car. That I am safe getting on the road, getting to my job, and I refuse to get a ticket. Because the things that the amount of times I literally almost got hit by 18-wheeler because they decided not to put they put their blinker on in the wrong spot and got in the other lane to do another wide turn. Like, by the time they it was me and another car, when we realized what happened, I was like, what the, hold up, huh? I live near a military base. They literally getting off all white cars. They decided, oh, F a blinker. What are you doing right now? You don't know how the other person drives. You don't know how they day went. And you decide, oh, let me be an extra asshole, not put my blinkers on, brake unnecessary, do weird things in and out of traffic. I'm sitting here like, since when? And then you wonder why the amount of car crash and deaths in Texas from people being idiots on the roads just keeps skyrocketing. Like, it's just quick games on crack right now on the highways of Texas. Like, fucking, But, going back to her. 2022, January. So, not only do I not turn on the heat, I don't turn on the heat until around 7, 8 o'clock. The same thing I do with AC. Like, I literally have to get like the mini fan that I just literally got this other fan a couple months ago. This other one that I had, it has like a AC unit, I can't even say that, a fan sort of. I'll put it in the living room and just try not to die. Not only that, I was struggling to figure out, I was looking for jobs, and unfortunately people just want to scam you like they think you got money. I'm looking for a job, bitch. Unless I'm retired, and I'm good and I don't have to use my social security check that you're never going to see. I'm looking for a job, meaning, bitch, I need money. But okay. Get the bill. I've never seen the bill that high. The electric. I didn't use Christmas lights. I literally said I'm not using. We had half the tree was missing. I decorated the wall. and a tree. I did not do no outside lights. I wasn't even feeling Christmas really. I don't even, was it 2020 was the last time I was feeling Christmas? Because I didn't want the electric bill, and I turn it off at a certain time. Like, it can't even be, even when I'm in the house. Like, it's barely on for 2 hours. But let's accumulate the 2 weeks you've been there. Your light's on in the morning until it's time for you to go to bed, compared to my almost 2 hours of Christmas lights. Like, I have to get out my room and cut the TV off, your light off in your room, your bathroom light, and you'll sit there and be like, well, it should not. No, it still all adds up. Like, unplug it. You don't need it. That caused me to not have money. You going to work. I'm not. The money I saved up because of that bill, because she decided for 2 weeks she wanted to put on everything but the holy light of Jesus, the bill was ridiculous that it took my paycheck that I saved up from having 2 jobs at 2 different times in the same year, in the job that I had before I got injured. So by the time April came, I was literally eating rice and corn until there was no more corn, and I had to eat rice and string beans. And I was trying to work out, so I lost 30 something pounds by June. And it from starving. I literally had to eat at a certain time. So I would eat in the morning, then not eat again until around 3, because I had to time this out. That way I wouldn't be too hungry by nighttime. Because of that, what she did, I had no money. I was literally going my savings account and trying to get money before I got the job that was ass, because they decided, oh, let me lie to you. The director left, the assistant director ain't there, and I'm gonna give you a bunch of 2-year-olds, and 5 of them are autistic. Thanks. I was only at that job for almost, like, I was literally a week away. No, I was literally that same week I would have made a month. I was literally a few days from a month. That ain't work out. Then recently, I screenshot everything. I'm paying for half of your car note. Make this make sense to me. I get your gas. I get the insurance. But my name is not on your car. When it says who purchased the car, it doesn't come as my name. The insurance is, you have your daughter on the insurance as well. Probably took her off because she don't really drive. She's in a different city, so she don't gotta pay it. But your car note costs more than the insurance and the gas that I'm paying. People couldn't fit. I usually don't say nothing. I keep to myself, but I had to ask somebody. And they were like, yo, for you to rent, you're paying more than what anybody that rent out of somebody's home that's a family member pays. Like, usually you rent out somebody's home, usually you're paying for all that, like the accommodations, whatever, all come up to like 800, 700, 800, 900. I'm paying more than that. It was $1,200. It's $1,100 and something, and it's still more than what I make. I kept saying, like, why can't, it was already hard for me to save money. When she did that, I was like, yo. And I said that, and I went to her, I'm like, why am I paying for your car note? Your car is under your name. I'm just in your insurance. Yo, you know the bad part is, when I wasn't working, I didn't drive her car. I didn't even know she got into a car accident and then got a new car until March. When she brought home, I said, man, she's home really late. I happened to go in the garage to go get something. I said, dang, what happened to the car? She didn't even tell me she was in a car accident. Then end of March, she got a new car. She didn't even tell me that. I happened to go in the garage once again to get something. Why am I still in your insurance if I have not used your car in over a year? I didn't even drive until June of 2023. So from June 29th, I took her friend to the airport either July or September. Then I haven't used her car until June of 2023. But I'm still paying for your car insurance. So if I'm not using your car, why are you charging me for your car? This is why I don't understand that I can't do, and I had a lot of anger and rage, and I know that there are things that I could do to people if I really wanted to, and it's the choice of whether or not I choose to do it. But to like even family members that have probably done me wrong, I'd rather just not talk to you and keep it pushing, or just have little communication. But to do that to you, I can't do the things that some of them do. I can't do that. Like, it's just common sense. I don't know. I can't do the things that they do to people, like to their own family. Because people straight up ask me, like, are y'all really related? No, I'm not going to be in your word. I ain't trying to farm right now. Are we? But hey, sometimes you gotta not be too close with your family, be close with other people. It's just, it is what it is. Like, I just know I would never do, even if I was to die reincarnated or my soul go into a whole new person that have no memories, I do not wish to be that. That is not, I don't understand how you could do that. Like, it was bad enough when she literally wouldn't even, like the stuff I had to think about, we really arguing about you taking me to work. You don't want to wait to get me from work. You don't want to take, I literally had to get a ride from the assistant director. I'm getting a ride from other people. I'm paying I literally had to go to a different city just to go to for a job interview. You know how many Lyfts I had to pay for? Do you know how many times I was told you're not going to pick me up from work, so I got to take a Lyft to get home? That is just mind-boggling to me. $50, $60 just so you think I got that on me? Because I'm sitting here thinking, oh man, I gotta eat, and I gotta fit, and then before I can eat, I gotta think about the bills and the phone bill, because that determines how much food I can get so I can at least last a week. Like, I don't get people like this. It makes no sense to me. So imagine you got that problems and you go to work, you drive an hour to some bullshit. Girl's disrespectful in your damn class. You don't know what she about to do. You get the kids that don't want to listen. You end up in other people's rooms. There's zero communication. Teacher next every day a teacher leaves or they get themselves fired on purpose. That's a loop every single day. Who wants to do that? And now and on top of that, I can't stream. I can't record. I'm going in and out of emotions. I'm starting to get complacent, meaning lazy, and the other word I said I can't think of. And then I go on YouTube because I need to make sure what little videos I got left, which is a good thing, are in order. And I look at like two of them. I think it was Tears of the Kingdom and Arise, Tells of Arise. And I said, these are not it. And I go through my stuff, all 500 and something videos, and realize there are videos that I was supposed to put up and I never did. And ones I said, oh, I don't know, anybody gonna watch it. You know what? I said, fuck it. I can't record. I can't stream. I'm gonna at least put up some videos to at least last me until July. That was the only motivation I had left. If it wasn't for the fact that I felt those videos, I was just going, and I had, mind you, I had bought stuff since November, because those that are in America, we have sales from November all the way to like summer, because you got your Thanksgiving, your Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever winter sales are going on because students and stuff. You all, even on Black Friday and Cyber, even if you don't sign in as a student, they still got other student sales that teacher sales, laptop stuff like that go on sales. Like certain um parts, whatever you need, be on sale. You got your Christmas sales, you got your end of the New Year sale, you got your New Year sale, you got your President Weekend sale, you got your President Day sale, you got to spring sale, you got Memorial Day and summer's coming up sale. I was literally buying stuff since November 2024. My case before the tariffs went up was $189. It was 200 and something dollars. I got it for $189. I did not pay for anything full price except for my graphics card holder and like the cable stuff that I need. Everything else was on a sale, or I happened to go back and it's on a sale. I literally just bought something a few days ago at work because usually it was $91 for months after I got the first RAM sticks for sale, and I said, man, I want to make it, I want another pair just in case for more memory, because after what happened to my laptop, I just need to secure myself. It was on sale. It was supposed to be $91. I got it for $69 plus tax, so that was $73 or $75. I got it in the mail. I just got my GPU. I've been waiting for my GPU since May 9th. It was an hour away from me. It was supposed to come. I switched the day just in case because I wanted to be home when it came. It was in the same place since May 20th. Never arrived. I talked to around 5 to 6 people since then because I didn't want a refund. I literally saved up almost 2 years worth of gift cards. It was $479 because people was freaking out because Professor Dump and his merry band of nitwits at the White House of Doom was sitting there paying, you get a tariff if you can get a tariff and you get a tariff. But he said, computers and phones won't get a tariff, but you just never believe anything that comes out his fucking mouth anyway. So people was already going sky high. I don't trust eBay because unfortunately somebody did, and it's a good thing I didn't because I looked and it was way beyond the price that it needed to be. Scammed somebody. They didn't want to do a refund. eBay found out they didn't do the refund and they was trying to scam them, and it was on guys on YouTube. And they finally gave him his money back, I think after two weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks later he got his money back. Like, that literally, me finding those videos, I was like, you know what? F it. Not like I got a bunch of money anyway, and every time I have to pay something off, it gets lower and lower and lower. And so when I'm going to get this stuff, I'm going to wait until September and still be stuck at the same place, being still miserable, looking out the window, still seeing the same fucking views I see every hour I get to work and every hour I come back home. Might as well. So I literally just need a SSD and then storage, like another form of storage in the back, and then I'm done. I got everything. Oh, and something else I need to get, and then I'm done. I am done. Like that, me seeing those videos, my videos on YouTube literally motivated me. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be playing.
Onwards,
but
we have
it's
work
been a
to
while. It's like, so do I stay miserable and sit there and I ain't going over there? They gonna keep telling me go there. Wait till later. I go there and that's cool.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
No, like I didn't even watch it was getting hard for me to watch the videos I would normally watch. Like I would watch little vlog videos, like with cooking or like organizations or things to help me get new stuff. Like I wasn't watching, setup tours, desk makeovers, PC. I wasn't watching any of that. I literally just started in May. Like the middle of May, I slowly started getting back into it. Wasn't playing games. I literally had to force myself to play games.
I
Like
do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
it was getting really, really sad. And I would kept trying to do my best to just perk myself up. And when you gotta go to work and that is what you see every day, and you just get, I'm so like, I don't even like sticky notes. Like I got some here, but I need them so I can keep track of what I'm doing. I don't like, I started working out again for obvious reasons. I was like, nah, I can see that I'm not work. Like between not getting enough sleep, um, like me sitting there just going back to just eating stuff. I was like, yeah, no.
Onwards! We have work to
Okay,
do.
I'm gonna keep saying it. Hopefully this is not a
This
bad
is
idea.
destiny.
I need a healer. I mean, technically, if I would have went to the land of that, but he's electric. I ain't got time for that. Hi guys, this is in the future, as in like several hours into the afternoon. It's 12:32 p.m. here. This will be the first part because it really took 4 hours. After my initial recording didn't make it because the laptop that was given to me by a parent could only do but so much memory wise, so it's messing up and it was stuttering. So the second part will be coming on later after I do some editing as much as I can. This is all temporarily. Enjoy the rest of your day.